Hello, Fudgy. Hmm. Oh, it's not like we care. We just need to do one run, right? Also, how's the music? My music is definitely too loud. Punisher's Crypt 8. Let's give this a crack. Let's do this instead, I think. Music was fine. Felt a little loud to me. But maybe, it's hard to say. My mic might be a little bit loud today. I don't know. I was playing, I have to keep playing around with settings every day because stuff just keeps happening. Okay. I think I have to kill this one, right? From memory. Well, it's been so long since I did this, I can't even remember anymore. Wait, why does he get... That was weird. Whoa, that's usable one. Yo, what's up, Muller? How you going? We're going to be making a tier list today, everyone. What's up, Double? We're making a tier list. Are you guys excited? We're doing our first tier list. I hate tier lists, but they're good YouTube content. Yo, Predict, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. I think we've got everything set up now. How does the voice sound? So I was playing around with my microphone because I was getting a little bit too much distortion. So I feel like the mic might sound a little bit deeper and cleaner now. Tier list overall. Because, like, it's pretty much, should you build it? So TAs, so with the current form of TAs, 2As, I think if you've been playing the game, it doesn't matter. You've already built 2As, right? At this point, you've already built everything. It's going to be more, obviously, tuned for new players. Now, they have a 90-day grace period where they can build as many 2As as they want. And, like, this is the best time to build 2As, because outside of that first initial period, you should not be doing any 2As, unless it's a new, obviously, 2A. So pretty much I'm making, like, a must-do, and then, like, highly recommended. Then I'm going to do niche, but, like, unique. So what I mean by niche, unique, is, like, Miho, right? So, like, I would still build a Miho on an account, because her passive, she's so unique that there's always a chance you could potentially use her. So stuff like her, Jultan, etc. will go into that. Then I'll do a toy category, and a toy category is pretty much you're going to have to decide if you want to build it or not, but pretty much they will all get replaced later on down the line by other monsters, but you could always use it. Like, it's usable, but it's a toy, and then there's going to be a do not build it tier. Like, you're just trolling if you build these last bottom tier ones. So pretty much it'll be like the first 3 tiers, I would be like, everyone should always build these ones. The 4th tier comes down to a choice. You need to make a decision if you want to build this toy, you know? And then the last tier is like, if you build it, you're trolling, or you just like, we're trying to test something out and that's fine, but that's on you. It's sad because I want to put Lulu in the highly recommended tier, but then I'm trolling because I know she has to go in the meta tier. She has to go in the, like, 100% build tier. Because her tractor is still just too insane for Siege. I know that they don't really have much use outside of that, but... Well, I guess Lulu's still usable in other places, but it's just like they're still just way too strong. And they're not going to nerf them even more now. They'll just probably bring other stuff in. Lulu's OP in 20-star league. She's kind of getting irrelevant in 20-star league. 20-star league has just become, in my opinion, top G3 20-star league is pretty much Tableau. Tableau and high base speed units. It's just, yeah, like, she's just never get, like... There's not really a turn 2 4-star team anymore. Unless you're, like, getting a revenge with a Verd or something. Yeah, Mina is still, I think, a meta unit. I'm not going to put... In my opinion, there's not as many, like, 100% builds as more. Mina goes into the good use. Like, she's in the 2nd tier. She's not in top tier anymore, though. Because, like, if we're being completely honest, you could build other 4-stars to do her job. The only place where I guess, like, it's insane where she would work is, like, really, really high tier Siege. Like, like, G3, top G3 Siege. And then 4-star Special League. But, like, outside of that, she's kind of less, like, she's replaceable. Like, you could literally just use every other water, high base speed. Like, Susano could fill her role, right? You know? Like, there's a lot of other units that could fill that role. But then where she isn't replaceable is like really, really, really high G3 Siege and really, really high G3 Special League. But that's like it's so like, that's so niche where it's like, I don't know. I can't put her in top tier for that. Because she's not really as good in like Conqueror and below, in my opinion. Because you literally have to have you have to have everything set up, right? You have to have the artifacts, you have to have the runes, you have to have the other monsters to pair with her and stuff like that. Alright. So what's that website is like, was it tiermaker.com? I've got all the images ready. I just got to make the file, right? Alright, I need to get a different ad blocker. I don't know what they did to ad block, but it doesn't work anymore. Instead, actually, you know what's funny? I don't know how they did this, but I now get more ads because I have ad blocker. Because I have ad blocker, I get more ads. I don't know how they did that, but that was kind of smart. Two-A Royd is very like 2A Royd's probably in second tier. He's not top tier like Escher, Lulu, etc. Like he's insane, but I wouldn't be like he's not like. So for example, like in RTA, you're always going to pick like Cigar or Chongpong XXX over him in most cases. And then like he really shines in, I guess, 4-star Special League as well as 4-star Siege, as well as some PvE content. Not all PvE content, but some. But he's like, yeah, not top. Not like, so when I mean top, I'm talking about like these are 100% meta. You like, if you build them, there is no replacement. They are the best in that role for their like specific tier is what I'm talking about. Where the second tier is pretty much like, yes, you could technically use something else. Yo, Templar, thanks for the sub, my guy. I appreciate it. Yeah, like Escher there's no replacement for Escher in the game right now. There's no high base speed booster, team booster. Right? Unless I'm crazy. That has a heal with a speed buff that does decent damage. A Kabila, yeah. If once Kabila gets a 2A, she goes straight into the list as well. All the way up the top. Kabila already is, in my opinion, like, depending on, like, obviously, if you have Maxi or not, she is a triple S pick. If you don't have Maxi, she's like a B pick. 2A Hounds? Man, 2A Hounds would be sick. So we're on day... you want to know what's crazy? They give you everything now to get triple S on Rifts on day 3. Mind you, it's only on these two. Oh, these 3, sorry. 1, 2, 3. You can get triple S on day 3 with the new event, which is insane. This one, I couldn't kill the guy. But once I build Rayoke or Soren, if I had Rayoke or... Wait, it's not Soren. What is the... Is it Soren? What is the Dark Harpu called? Seren. Once you build Seren, Rayoke, you easily clear the Dark one. Wind one, I just needed to probably use Bernard or something. I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention on that. But it's just crazy that, like, yeah, like, and the only thing I did was the first, so, wait, it's a new day? Oh, it's past midday. I'm still taking, that. Okay, so guys, it turns out that I did have to pick 2 fight sets because I wanted to get 3 completed fight sets for my Rift teams, and I did. So I had to do this twice. Now that I have that, there's just no point doing fight anymore. I'm pretty sure I'm just going to go completely onto bio from here on out, but we'll think about it. We're still waiting because, like, this, to me, this event was just like pick what you need kind of thing, or pick what you want to roll for. See if we get anything that's not terrible. Oh, not the worst. Still haven't gotten a speed slot too, though. Crit damage. Oh my god, crit damage is nice. Wait, this is actually pretty good because you just put attack percent here and grind it out. It's pretty good. Like, this is very good for Wind Homunculus, right? This is like just done. Like, I think I even have an attack percent because we were farming this today. Yeah, so I could just put attack percent there. I don't have any grinds yet because we haven't done R5. What about this one? This one's just going to be filler, I guess. Let's do a 10 pull. Oh, anything good? Cyborg and Ninja. We like ninjas. Oh, we got an LD scroll? Oh, guys, I got an LD lightning yesterday. I got an LD lightning on this account. You want to see what my first LD lightning is? I think I put it into storage. My bad. It's in here. There he is. Fat boy. This guy's actually not bad, by the way. This guy is actually not bad. Very unique passive, so he's definitely usable. I'm thinking, okay. Hear me out. I'm thinking about building. So we were able to get a clearable GB12 team. The biggest issue with this team is I feel like you can die on the crystals on 4. And in all honesty, I feel like even though the attack lead is nice, what I think I'm going to do is get rid of Agar, get rid of Crow, get rid of these two here. I'm thinking of 2-ing... What is it? 2-ing Seal. And then getting Wind Homunculus. We can get Wind Homunculus today. Wait, why is the music so loud? Wait, what was I talking about? Yeah, because the event gives you so many... I don't know if you guys saw this, but by clearing the event for noobs, they actually give you, like, what is it? Like 1,000 of select your own attribute crystal, which is crazy. So you can just go and select whatever you want. So you get 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 just straight off the bat. So you can pretty much just get your homunculus on day 3. Well, actually, I can get it now, but what the cool thing is now I can just skill it up straight away. Change it to wind, and then just skill it fully up. We have the Devilmon as well, because the cool thing is we haven't used any Devilmon, right? And I think we'll have enough to skill up 2 units. Once we do everything, we'll have enough to skill up 2 units. I'm pretty sure there's a few Devilmon here, and oh, some more scrolls. Sniper, I think that's my second one too. Alright. Should be free skill ups. I kind of think Homunculus should be a free skill up. I actually do agree. I don't think Homunculus should take Devil. That's probably the next thing they'll do anyway. Did I predict? I did, right? Yeah. I don't have 10. Oh, scribble bibble. Alright, but I think we've wasted enough time. Let's get this, Go away, mosquito. Let's start working on this tier list, right? I'm not even farming, am I? What am I even going to farm right now? I guess I can just keep farming the wind one, because I'm getting triple S in the wind one. Where is it? Rift Dungeon, wind. So this team works perfectly well. The only thing you had to do was go farm 2 artifacts. But I think I even got a better artifact just now. This only has 6 crit damage. This has 10 here and crit damage. Oh, it's already better. Baby. Yeah, nice. Eventually, if you could get a right side heal up for Riley, this would be 100%, but right now it isn't. I've got triple fight Verd. Oh wait, I need to go put runes on you. They went onto you. Yeah, so pretty much I decided to just get the triple fight sets. So I have her on triple fight, him on triple fight, and Urgar on double fight will. You can click bottom right to switch sets. Everyone tells me that, and I always never do it. You know that? You know I'm just kind of lazy, right? So I guess we'll go farm this. Why do I always click on the wrong one? While we're chilling. Alright, let's pull up internet. It's called Tier Maker, isn't it? I have all the images I need to download for it anyway. Make a template. Template name. What? Summoners War 2024 2A tier list. Create a public template. Summoners War 2024 2A tier list. Select a category. Thank you for not letting me see the categories. Stupid website. Saudi Arabia is a category? Okay, what about Gotcha? Even Genshin's a category? God, they just don't like us. There is such a huge bias against Summoner's War. Well, no, like, I don't know if you guys have known this, but like, it took so there's a like a monthly gotcha thing that everyone posts about. Now, everyone's always talking about. It's called Sensor Scanner, right? Or Sensor Tower, sorry. And what it does is it's meant to post like the a guest revenue of mobile games every month. And for the longest time, they intentionally left Summoner's War out, and they were claiming that it's not a mobile gacha game. They were saying it's a mobile collector. Like, it was the weirdest thing ever. They kept, like, not putting it on their tier lists. due to just like the because like it's very like whoever wants to make the list obviously can take out any game they want. Like it's not like crazy. Like they just didn't want to put it in the list. But then like the thing is, so many people, whenever they like rank like the most successful mobile games, they will always leave Summoner's War out. And Summoner's War is by far probably top 3 most successful mobile games ever. It is still more successful than Wuwa. It is definitely it may not be as successful as Honkai and Genshin. Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail. I'm not too sure. You would have to check the total revenue over all the years. I don't know if Honkai Star Rail has actually passed Summoner's War. In my opinion, it probably hasn't just yet. But Fate Grand Order definitely has not made more, as much as people want to believe that. It definitely hasn't. Because the worst part about all these fucking revenue things is they intentionally always leave out the revenue that is located on extra servers. They will only take the revenue for Summoner's War from the global server as well as the European server, but they never take the revenue from Japan, Korea, and China. It's hilarious. So E7 is like... E7's been a $4 million revenue game for a while now, and theirs is accurate. But Summoner's Wars is not accurate because of the way our payment systems work. They'll never be able to get a revenue assessment for China. Therefore, like whenever you guys look at those lists, you'll never get to see anything related to China. Yeah, but the other thing is Summoner's War has been making like 8 to 14 mil for 10 years. Like, their revenue was the same. Like, they were making about 8 mil, 6 to 8 mil 10 years ago. Like, they were still making bank. That's the thing that people don't understand. Like, they're so consistent. And, don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna glaze Summoner's War forever, because, like, there's things they definitely do wrong. And they don't like me anyway. After my whole debacle with the, oops, didn't select all of them. With the whole cheating for SWC video. They love that one. Okay, I think I'm pretty sure I have all of them here. How many tiers do I need? I need 100%, highly recommended, niche but usable, toy, and then don't use. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 tiers. Yeah, James Franco and I can't remember who the chick was. Alright, so how do we do this? How are we going to do this? Because we're going to be recording this for YouTube. Well, the other reason why you know that Come To Us is doing really well is that Summoner's War is their majority profit maker. And they release their quarterly and whatever profit lines every year, and they are making shit tons. Like, they're only like games that really carry them. They do another game called a Major League Baseball game that they actually make a shit ton of money on. What was the other game they made? They make a lot of money on this other game, where a lot of their other niche games they actually don't go red on them. Like, for example, Alune and Hair of Light and stuff like those. They still make an okay amount. It's not like they're like, you know. But Summoner's War is an absolute money-making machine for them. Chronicles is, I gotta be honest, I think Chronicles is in the red though. I think, judging from how much money they spend on the game, as well as the marketing and development for a game such as that, I can't see that game being in the green. Because they try so hard with that game. It's a good game too. Just no one plays it. Alright, let's bring up this window. Wait, how do you make... Who's made tier list? I think Sean B did it. Does he crop off the top? Like, how did he do it? Or did he just put it in present mode? Yo, Miyu, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Oh, nice carry. I saw you had to fight Ammo yesterday. Was it yesterday? In RTA? You had to get warlorded on. Yo, what's up, sirs? Hope you're doing well. Wait, what's my title? I need to change my title in-game. We are doing new to a tier list. And, oops. And day 3. Let's change that. Wait, did I... What's my YouTube called? Edit day 3-4. Okay, no, that's been changed. Alright. So let's add this window. I think this is it. Okay, this is it. Okay, but we need to put it below my webcam. Wait, how do we... Wait, I'm too big. Also, I kind of don't want to have the top. I could do this, right? Oh, this is perfectly fine, right? The only problem is they can't see... You guys can't see the monsters... Oops. You can't see these. But I guess I could always start, like... Can we start from here? I don't know. Our new account's going well. I'm probably gonna have to turn off the music because the music's just gonna distract me when we do the tier list. Does it really matter? Like, no, it doesn't matter because I can just hold it and say the name, right? Yeah. But let's see how we're going. Triple S, triple S, triple S, triple S. Oh, everything is triple S. Wow, it's literally like 95%, 96% triple S on day 3. But like honestly, you can't do this. This event, you can only do this during the event, right? Because I think most other channels, when they do this, when they start doing elemental rifts, it takes them about a week. New Laura account? No, this account is just gonna be like my whole progression guide, because you guys know, if you've seen my Summoners War channel, I did do a guide like a couple years back, but I stopped like after like 3 or 4 episodes. This one I'm going to take all the way to beginner level entry RTA, and then I'm going to do like in-depth RTA videos, like guides on like how to draft, how to pick ban and stuff like that. And how to like build a team around any unit in the game. Because in theory, you actually kind of can build a unit. Like you can literally first pick Antares. Like I know it sounds stupid, but you can. It doesn't mean you're going to have a good win rate necessarily. But like you technically could first pick any unit. Hi, Cookshanana. I did Tableau comp without Jemiah. Thank you. Tableau with water pudding with either any of the 33 leads. So you can use Vanessa, P-Sama, or Oliver. Then you'll need to run something like Water Siri, Ethna, Mina. You could run Mina, the water cat, if you don't have a lot of other water options. You can run Miles. Miles could even be Swift if you really wanted to, like, because if you make a Swift Miles, he will outspeed most other things if the rest of your unit's on Swift. So yeah, so you've got your speed leads, Tableau X, right? Your Swift units are gonna probably be it has to be Sonya, Ethna +1. Sonya, Ethna, Pudding, I think. Sonya, Ethna, Pudding as your Swift units. And then Siri would be on an efficient Swift build. Miles could be on Swift. You're pretty much putting everything on Swift, in all honesty. There's no other way around it. Alright, I'm going to stop the music at the end of this song, and we're going to start doing the tier list, guys. I am going to be recording it, but feel free to put your own opinions down, because I will check it out. I'll look at what you guys have to say. If you don't have any high base speeds, you need to... So pretty much Reynald, you need to build Tableau teams with high base speeds, as well as speed scaling units. So for example, you can still use stuff like Garo, Susano. Who else deals damage off... Light Archer? Light Archer deals damage off of speed. Who else deals damage off of speed? There's quite a few units that deal damage off of speed, but pretty much that's what you're looking for. Tomoe, I don't like Tomoe with that team, and I feel like you're still going to need a 33. You kind of need a 33 unless they fully go turn 2. And then you don't need a second speed lead. If you know what I mean. Alright, I'm just going to quickly test the sound. I'm going to quickly record a video just to see how it sounds. Testing, testing, testing. I am a chicken. I live in Korea. And I love kimchi. Okay, let's go have a look, see how the sound's coming out. Videos. Huh? Oops, wrong one. Actually, that sounds so much better than yesterday. I was playing around with the microphone settings a lot today, and I really do like the voice, the sound now. Because it was really bad. Alright, let's sit in the center. G'day everyone. Today we're going to be making an updated 2A 2A tier list. Yeah, let's go. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Yo, what's up, Mousy? Let's do it. if you guys want to voice any opinions, feel free to. I don't mind changing stuff based off of what you guys say. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Have at it. Tell me I'm stupid if I'm stupid as well. We're going to do Harpoos last. And I'm hopefully trying to... Wait, I got to keep the game open so I can check what the names are. Because I honestly do not remember half of them. Wings points are up this season too. Nice. All right, let's start recording. Drink water. What's going on, everyone? It's Nemi here, and today we are making a 2A tier list for 2024. This is going to be an updated one now with the Harpoos, who were just recently... Fuck me. That started so well, and then wait. G'day, everyone. Nemi here, and today we are going to be making an updated 2024 2A tier list recently with... Why did I say recent? Like, this is what I hate when I make, like, YouTube videos, is, like, my mind just puts like, I have all the words here, but I'll put them in, like, the most random order, or I'll just say something stupid. You know what I mean? Oh, they can't see chat, so that's good. Unless, do you guys want to be in the video? Let's see if I can move it so that chat's in the video. I could do this, and we could make this smaller. Wait, that might actually be better. This might be better to leave chat in. Leave chat in for the recording so you guys can feel loved and appreciated. And you can be like, hey, that's me. All right. Let's delete that video and let's start again. Get my shit together. Come on. Get your shit together. Mama, I'm famous. Alright. G'day, everyone. How's it going? Nemi here, and today we are going to be making an updated 2024 2A tier list. Now we have the recently released Harpoos, so we're going to add them into the list as well. We're going... Oh, I didn't change the tiers. Fuck. I should have labeled the tiers. Alright, we got to do it again. Alright, this is not called S tier. This is called 100%. This one is going to be called highly... Can I do a... I can't. Highly recommend... I can. Highly recommend. This one is... Okay. This one is 1, 2, 3, 4. This one is niche / toy. And then this one is going to be no. Why not just... because I know what I'm going to say. Like, it's pretty easy. The only thing that's difficult is to talk about is, like, the introduction. Once we start talking about the specific monsters, it's fine. Like, the annoying part is, like, when I, like, introduce stuff, I want the introduction to be very, like, straightforward, simplistic, and easy, you know? I don't want it to... I know I could just write it down, but... I know what I'm going to say, it's just I keep messing up. But this time the issue wasn't what I was thinking of. This time the issue was I didn't have my tier set up correctly. Blooper? Yeah, every time I swear, right? Alright. Might change the camera a little bit anyway. Okay. G'day, everyone. How's it going? Nemi here, and today we're going to be making an updated 2024 2A tier list for 2A tier list with the... Oh my god, Yeah, no, you are correct. Maybe it is blooper montage. Anyway, let's stop fucking around. G'day everyone. G'day everyone. How's it going? Nemi here. Today we're going to be making an updated 2024 2A tier list with the recently released Harpoos. So, without wasting any more time, let's just get straight into it. We're going to start off... Well, where should we start off? Let's start off with the dogs. We're going to start off with Ikaru. Now, Ikaru used to be up here in the 100% column, but unfortunately, he's taken a small hit. I don't think he is that bad anymore. He's somewhere in the highly recommended to okay tier. For now, I'm going to put him in the highly recommended, as I do think the team up mechanic is just insanely strong still, so we're going to put him down here. Let's go on to Ramahan. Ramahan is very niche, but in my honest opinion, there's just better toys out there, so I'm going to put him in the no category for today. Let's go on to Rayok. Rayok is a 100% tier unit. In my opinion, it's very hard to find another unit that does what he does, especially in the fire category, so I'm just going to leave him up here. I think he's insane. Bella Dion. My biggest problem with this unit right now is you don't really need to 2A it to get its full functionality. You can probably get away with using this unit without its 2A. Like, don't get me wrong, 2A is more stats and it's still nice. But I'm going to put this down here in the niche or toy category. So I'm going to explain this category really simply for you guys. A niche toy category is mostly going to be something you're going to have to decide on for your own specific accounts. In my opinion, I would not build this. Like, if I started my new account just like I did this week, I'm probably not going to 2A this unit, but I might build the unit. I just wouldn't go the full extent of 2Aing it. But for now, I will put it in niche and toy. Bella Dion is actually perfectly a good unit and very useful. I just don't know if it's really worth the resources. All right, let's move on to Crow. Crow, 100% or highly recommend. That's a good choice. Actually, I still think he's really, really useful. You're still going to use him early on for pretty much every account. So I do think I'm going to put him in the 100% column. Crow is still a fantastic unit. All right, let's move on to the Griffins. The first one we have is the Water Griffin. I can't remember his name. Let me just quickly try to remember his name. The Water Griffin's name is Khan. That's right. All right, so for the first of the Griffins, Khan, in my opinion, is more of a toy. He is usable in PvE, in particular Siege and 4-star Special League, but his main job is to one-shot a fire unit or fight against fire teams. That's about it. There's other units that can do his job without the necessity. There's other units that can do his job without the necessity of doing the whole 2A process. So he's kind of something you're going to have to decide for your own accounts. Let's go on to the next one. Shaman. Pretty sure his name is Shaman. Yes. So the next unit is Shaman. Now, Shaman, in my opinion, is still in the 100% category, especially for TOA Hell, as well as some early dungeon teams, even late dungeon teams. He's still just an insanely good unit. In my opinion, the place that he actually does shine is TOA Hell. There's so many dark bosses in TOA Hell, and his S2 Assault literally will just kill... You can pretty much one-shot to two-shot a boss with just him alone. So he's just really nice. In Siege, G3 is good too. It's good in G3. I just still think it's a niche toy. So, in my opinion, like, Khan is more of a you have to decide kind of thing. Like, yeah, this is good as a tank as well. Shaman's also a pretty decent light tank as his passive reduces damage from dark element units by 50%. So you can also use him in Siege as well. Yeah, thanks for that, Mouse. That's actually good to add into it. Of course, we're going to have to edit this a lot, but it's all good. Like, I don't really care. I'm just going to cut everything in and match. All right, next one. Varus, right? Varus. Okay. Dark Griffin, in my opinion, is a no. I can see people building it. Its kit isn't particularly bad. It's just like it's not insane. Like, you could probably get other things to do its job. For me personally, I'm going to put it down in the no category, but you could put it up here if you really wanted to as well. Next one. Honestly, Spectra is still in the 100% category. Spectra's overall kit is still amazing, still usable in TOA Hell, still usable in your first Dragon speed teams. It's also technically usable in some PvP areas, as Spectra's base speed is so fast. If you're fighting against something and they don't have any will runes on, you could technically just use this and push back the enemy. It's cheesy, but definitely has that usage. Okay, Bernard. Bernard's kind of a hard one. In my opinion, I'm going to put him in. He's going to be our... Bernard is a little bit harder to... Bernard. Where are we going to put Bernard? I think we're going to put him in the okay tier. Bernard overall is still a fantastic unit. However, for most people, his job is actually performed well enough before his 2A. His job is performed well enough before his 2A. However, if you were going to use him in 4-star Special League or in something where you definitely need like the damage output, you could put him up in highly recommended. I don't think he's in the 100% category, but he's in these two categories here. I'm just going to put him down here just because I want something in this bar, but you're more than welcome to put him in any of these other two. I'm going to leave him here just for now. Yeah, but Totemouse, for that team, he doesn't need to be 2-aid. That's the thing, is like he doesn't need to be 2-aid for that exact role. And that's the problem with Bernard, is he doesn't need to be 2-aid. He can do that function without being 2-aid. Need to be because we fight... Yeah, if you're... As I said... If you are fighting in high siege, then some of these units, the PvP ones, will definitely go higher up. But in my opinion, that is purely meta-based, and I still wouldn't really recommend most people to build multiple of these anyway, unless your guild really asks you to. His damage is great. Yeah, I know. His damage is good. But it's really hard for me to justify him in the... He probably should go here, right? Because he's definitely as good as Ikaru, if not better. He's not in 100%. I think if you don't have to 2A him for his job, he's not in 100%. No, I'm going to still leave him in okay. Because I did specify when I was talking about it, like, people could move it up if they want. Alright, let's go on to the Warbears. Let's go on to Warbears. Lucia. Alright. We're going to start off with Lucia in the Warbears. This is 100% a toy. Now, this guy has some very interesting and cool PvP and PvE comps. However, there's other ways to play the game. It's not insane. It's not necessarily, bad. It's not overpowered. It's just okay. Technically, you could put it here, but because it's such a niche toy, I think it's something where you have to decide that you want to build it, but you're definitely okay with not building it as well. Ramagos. Now, Ramagos, I think, goes in the okay tier, purely because he's very, very good in siege content. Unfortunately, outside of that, you're probably not going to use him all that much. But he is really, really good in siege, so I will put him in the okay tier for now. But I could see people moving him down a tier, but I will leave him here for just today. Wait, what is this guy called? Dagora. Dagora is a water tank. Like, he's only in the okay tier as well. Dagora as well is mostly just a water tank used in siege. I wouldn't be putting him in highly recommend. He's a little bit better than a toy, so I do think he does sit well in the okay tier. So we're going to leave Dagora here for now. What's the next one? The next one is Dark. Dark is Gorgo. Man, this guy used to be so good. I don't know. This guy's kind of hard to use again because there's better units, if you know what I mean. Like, he's okay tier, I guess, but he could be on niche toy. Gorgo. Next up, we have Dark Warbear, which is Gorgo. This guy, once again, is he's in this floating category. His kit is actually really, really nice, but is he necessary for your monster box? Probably not, but if you did build him and you do use him, he is a good monster. I'm probably going to put him more into niche toy so that you can decide. Everything down here is more of your own decision. Once again, I don't think these units are particularly bad, but it's just like you could probably get away without using them. Ursha also goes into the niche toy tier. Once again, bit of a gimmicky unit. He has a lot of counter. He provokes. What does he do? He provokes counterattacks. He's kind of a gimmicky unit. He's not as good as a tank as the Water Warbear, because the Water Warbear revives, right? Alright, let's go with Ursha. Oh, he is good for turn 2 he is good for turn 2 Special League. Because he's like your Bellin, he's like a Bellinus kind of thing, or like a, yeah. He's not bad for that. But but the thing is, that meta is bad. Like, him in Special League right now is not good in the meta. He's more of a toy, in my opinion. Yeah, I'm going to put him in toy. Alright, last Warbear is the Fire one, Ursha. Once again, these kits aren't terrible. He's a very good turn 2 unit, as he has an AoE provoke and is decently tanky. However, I do think he's still more of a niche toy unit. I myself probably will never build one. However, I can see people building it for, you know, Special League or even Siege. So I'm just going to put him down here and you can decide for your own accounts. All right, let's move on to Carly. Carly's 100% recommended for now, or highly recommend. That's a good point. Carly, what do you guys think? I still think she's 100% recommended purely because she's still best in slot for R5 in your third team. Yeah, I still think she's 100%. And she's usable in Siege, she's usable in PvP. Yeah, no, she's 100%. Wait, what are these even called? Are they what is their base? High elementals. I think I'm going to put it in G3 just because of the versatility of her usage. Okay, moving on to the high elementals. The first one we have is Carly. Now, in my opinion, she is 100% a build. She is still insane in so many areas of the game. She's best in slot in R5 as a leader skill, as well as just does really good damage. She has some interesting cleave teams you can use her in. She has some good synergy in a lot of other areas as well, like PvP Siege, like Siege 20, stuff like that. So she's definitely a usable unit, so I'm going to put her up here. Next one we're going to move on to is Elena. Elena has the same damage skill, and honestly, you can pair these two together for a lot of siege clearing. Just absolutely just go in, pow, destroy everyone straight away. However, you definitely do not need her as much as the other units in this list, so I'm probably going to put her down into okay or niche toy. In my opinion, we'll put her in niche toy for now, because, for example, I probably wouldn't build one. I do think that you could just get away with something else, but she is still a very good unit. Next one is Shren. Now, Shren is interesting, because Shren is definitely better than Elena, but she's not much better. I think I'm going to put her in the okay tier, in honest opinion. She's just, once again, a damage dealer, but she has a little bit more of a versatile usage because they have a passive healing skill. It's hard to say. People could put her down here. That's fine. I'm going to leave her here just for now. Moria, the next one is the Wind one. The Wind one, in all honest opinion, is a no. It's not even a toy. This one is kind of bad. The only good thing this thing has is a team-up skill, but this unit just doesn't really have good multipliers, and it's just not very synergistic in a lot of team comps. I do understand if people want to put this in toy, feel free to do that yourselves, but I'm going to put this in the no category. Same with the dark one. In my opinion, the dark one's pretty average as well, so I don't recommend building it either. All right, let's move on to fairies. Fairies. Man, Azalea is still core. I'm going to put her in highly recommend. She can't be 100%, right? This is highly recommended because if you're not interested in RTA, then there's literally no reason to use her. The only use she has is pretty much RTA. She's not even that great in 4-star towers because you're better off just taking high base speed for 4-star units, if you know what I mean. Or like a booster with Bernard and then like, you know, Galleon X, right? So I still think I'm going to change her around. We'll probably put her in just highly recommend, and I'll explain that, I guess. Let's start going through these names. So the dark one's name is Soren, Neil, Aileen, Alucia, and Azalea. Okay. Alright, Fire, Fairy, Azalea. Moving on to the fairies. First one up is Fire Fairy Azalea. I'm going to put her in the highly recommended list. Now, she's a very, very meta unit for the 4-star Special League. Technically, you could use her in some PvE areas as well as Siege. I just don't think she's that amazing for that area. However, I understand if people do not want to build her. You could put her in the OK column. You could put her in niche toy. But I do think that because of how insanely strong she is in the 4-star meta, I'm going to put her here just from my personal opinion. All right, let's move on to the next one. The next one is Dark Fairy. She's really bad in my honest opinion. She's like, you could potentially put her in niche toy, but I just don't see a reason to build her. There's just so many things that are better. Next one is going to be Alucia. This thing used to be picked in normal RTA. Back in the day, this thing was all the way up here. In my opinion, she is still definitely quite usable. It's hard to say if I would put her here or here. Definitely usable in Siege, so I think I'm going to leave her in the highly recommended tier list, as well as she's also very good in 4-star Special League, but she has a bit more versatility than the Fire Fairy, so I do think I am going to leave her in this tier for now. Okay, Wind Fairy. This is like a toy / no. So Aileen, she's kind of like this damage dealing healer, but you can just build so many other things, and the big crux and the whole point of this video is you don't want to 2A as many things as back in the day, because most of your Dimensional Hole energy should be used for rune farming and grind farming and stuff like that. I'm honestly just going to put her in the no tier, but you can change her depending on how you feel about her. The next one is Light Fairy, not to be confused with Fran. This is Neil. Once again, the kit is fine, but just not really a huge application to using her in these days. So I'm just going to put her down in the no tier. The next one is Pixies. We're moving on to Pixies, huh? So this is Light Pixie. I'm trying to remember what her name is. So the Light Pixie, her name is Cheryl. Her kit is just, once again, something that doesn't actually have great synergy, as well as being a kind of weird reviver. So I'm going to put her in the no tier, but once again, if you really wanted to, you could build her in the niche toy category, but in my opinion, she's a no. Tartu. So this used to be also another 100% build unit. Technically, you could build her if you want to speed up dot clearing TOA hell, and maybe some potential... Sorry. So Tartu you could potentially build for speeding up dot clearing TOA hard, and she might have some usage in TOA hell. However, she's not as necessary as she was before. it really comes down to whether you want to save that, 20 seconds, 30 seconds per run in TOA, and that's going to be completely up to you. She does have a very unique skill set, so I'm probably going to put her in the okay tier, just due to the fact that blowing up dots is so unique that I'd probably still build one anyway, just in case I ever really wanted to use it. No, I think okay is fine for her. I think it'd be weird to put her up in highly recommend. Because, you could easily build an account and never have her on your account, and it wouldn't really affect you all that much. Because most people AFK clear TOA hard anyway, right? Okay, next one is the dark one. So Cameron. Now, Cameron is a little bit interesting, but definitely goes into the niche toy category or the no category. I know that she's been used in the past for clearing some siege content, but I just feel like there's better units nowadays. I'm actually going to put her in the no category, so that's where I'm going to put her for today. Yo, Wolfkun, hello. What's going on? We got to edit. You know what's the funny part is, guys? I'm going to have to edit me chatting to you guys the whole way through, most likely. Because we're just going to have to put just the relevant information in here, but that's fine. Alright, Cameron's done. Let's move on to our favorite pixie, Shannon. Alright, win pixie Shannon. For beginners, she's honestly... Fuck, my voice. I just died. Man, we're still only halfway, but we're getting there. Next up, we have the Wind Pixie Shannon. She used to be a pretty good monster to build back in the day. A couple years ago, everyone would probably build her. You probably wouldn't even 6-star her, but if you were starting a new account, she was just so great for getting into your beginner's Giants B12 or whatever dungeon you were farming. In my opinion, I'm going to put her in the no category now. You don't need her to make a beginner's team anymore, even though her kit is all right. There's not really any content where she's necessary, and she's very quickly replaced in your beginner teams nowadays. So it's really hard for me to justify building a Shannon in 2024. Can I explain why the Light Griffin? Yeah, I'll explain it. So Light Griffin has probably, in my opinion, two really important uses. Three really important uses. One, it is a HP damage dealer, so it's pretty good in Giants. The other thing is it's really, really good in Necro, because it can one-tap the Necro boss. So Shaman, I don't know if you guys, in case if you don't know this, if you ever go and read his passive, he has a 50% damage decrease from Dark Element, as well as he does 100% more damage on Dark Element units. So there's two really good areas just straight off the bat from that. The first area that he's insane on is Necro. So it's really hard to replace this guy in Necro just because he pretty much one-taps the boss, right? The other place where he's insane in is TOA Hell. If the boss is a dark enemy, or a dark element, sorry, he can pretty much one-tap or two-tap the boss as well with his S2. So that's why he's just so good, because there's nothing else that does that amount of damage in just one or two hits. He's got insane multipliers. He's just really good for that content. You can also use him in your Giants team. Lin does the same thing though. So for example, I wouldn't necessarily need to build a Shaman for Giants. You could just use Lin and it's exactly the same, except you don't get the heal, right? But those two areas are 100% insane value. The last place he has good value is as a tank in Siege, because he also has a damage reduction passive that reduces damage from a dark element. So if the enemy has a dark damage dealer, you could chuck him in and he could be your tank. There are definitely better tanks though, so I actually don't rate that as highly. But the first two examples I gave you is where he really shines. I hope that helps. I hope I explained it well, but we're going to keep moving on with our tier list. So next up, the last pixie is going to be Casey. Casey is in the notes here. Funnily enough, I think this was my first 2A, and I was so excited to build her because she had an AoE defense break. And I think back in the day, I didn't have like a galleon, or like I wanted like a second unit that had an AoE defense break. So I was like, oh, she's going to be amazing. She's going to be insane. I've never used her. No, I don't think I ruined her up. Tried her once. It was like, nah. So got to be honest with you guys, this is a no tier unit. All right, fun part. Let's move on to werewolves. Moving on to werewolves, the first one we have is Dark Werewolf. This is Jultan. In my opinion, Jultan goes into either the okay or highly recommended unit. It has a very unique passive. It shines in some PvE areas where it is actually the best in slot. However, those areas aren't necessarily needed to be farmed. It's more of a choice kind of thing. The other thing you could definitely use it in is Siege. It's definitely good in 4-star Siege, 4-star Special League. So it does have a pretty versatile usage. Where do we put it though? Are we going to put it in okay or highly recommend? In my opinion, I'm going to leave it in the highly recommended tier list, but you guys can move it down if you like. Next up, we have Shakan. I'm just going to put this one straight down into the no tier. Interesting kit, not very good. Let's speed things up a little bit. Vigor. Vigor is still insane in 2024. The Water Werewolf has just got an overall great kit. You're gonna use this in quite a few different places. You can use it in Siege. Honestly, you could still use this unit in RTA if you really, really needed to. And honestly, beginning RTA, this unit is probably going to be in your team if you don't have anything else that's like, better. But it's honestly just a good unit, so I'm definitely going to put it in the 100% category. Escher is definitely probably the best of all 2As currently available. This unit is just insane in so many different areas of the game. He's actually kind of irreplaceable as well. Like a lot of these other units can be replaced by other monsters in the game. Escher currently still fits that role where there's no other monster that really kind of does what he does. There are some other AoE boosters like Kabila, but in my opinion, he's still a very, very core meta unit in so many areas. Garrosh is a no category, so we've got 2 werewolves down here now, but Garrosh, okay kit, never going to use it, don't bother. Let's move on to the cats. Should we start with Miho because she's a terror? Yes, let's start with Miho. So Miho has fallen down. Back when she first came out, she was a 100% build unit, and there was this crit bug issue that actually made every unit have more crit than they really had. And she was OP back in that day, but she's been falling down the ranks ever since then. In my opinion, because of her passive, she is definitely still 100% something I would probably still build on a new account. You're going to use her in quite a few different places. She's not going to be like highly picked, but she is strong enough that you would probably still want one on your account. So I'm going to put her in the okay tier. Now for Naomi, in my opinion, she's in the okay or highly recommended tier. For most beginners, you should still definitely build her because she's going to be a part of your first beginner Alunia B5 team. And it's kind of hard to replace her with another wind damage dealer until you maybe get something like a Dominic or Savannah or something like that. But she is very accessible early on the game, so that's going to take a long time for most people. Definitely putting her here, but I could see a reason to put her up here in the 100% category as well. But I will move her down into the highly recommended tier list. I don't even know what the fire one's called because she's so goddamn niche. May. Fucking May, huh? Yo, anyone got any questions about... Let's take a quick pause. What do you guys think so far? Any disagreements? This is also going to be a long fucking video. It is what it is. I think everyone's peacing out and they're just farming. Everyone's off in farming land. But it's okay, I'm going to keep making the tier list. Okay, May. Next up, we have May. Once again, this unit is going into the no category. A lot of the 2As do have okay kits, and technically you could also see her in the niche or toy category, but in my opinion, I wouldn't build one, so I'm going to put her down here. Zhao Ling, in my opinion, she's slightly better than May, and she does have a very unique passive. Definitely could be put into the niche toy list. It's really up to you guys. I'm not going to build her on a new account, so I would put her in the no category. But if you put her up here, that's perfectly fine and reasonable as well. All right, last cat. Honestly, my favorite cat is Mina. Like, she's very... It's either 100% or highly recommend. She has so many places where she's amazing. But... And her base speed's so good. Nah. Let's restart that. She's 100%. She's 100% for sure. All right, last cat is going to be Mina. She's going straight into the 100% category. Super high base speed, great damage, usable in so many different areas. 4-star Special League, 4-star Siege. Honestly, you could even build her for just regular RTA as a budget until you get later up into the game and you've got maybe some better replacements. But she still is just a fantastic overall unit, so I'm putting her up in the 100% tier. Alright, now let's move on to Iron, the Copper. Wait, what are they called? Living Armors. Alright, quickly moving on, we're going to go on to the Living Armors. Fire Living Armor, Iron, in my opinion, is a no. Once again, decent kit, just like there's just other units in the game. You could just build one of them instead of spending your Dimensional Hole energy, so I'm going to skip that. In my opinion, Copper is 100%. This unit is fantastic for Siege. You technically could get away with not 2Aing this unit, but I've got to be honest with you, the damage increase from non-2A to 2A for this thing is insane, as well as the fact that definitely once you get to the higher siege areas, so G2, G3 siege, if they're running a very, very high minus wind or some kind of trap defense, you might just need that little bit more damage output. So I would honestly recommend going into a Copper. Is that Silver? Who is this? Nickel, right? I think this is Nickel. Nickel's weird. I don't know if you guys know this, but like, Nickel's a very weird unit because he's fantastic in Punisher's Crypt, the artifact dungeon. But at the same time, you could probably just use one of the... You could probably just use Zinc. Because I think Zinc has the slow as well, right? Oh, no, he doesn't. Oh no, he's best in slot. So like you would probably still build him, or was it Silver? Wait, why is Nickel so good again? Is it the slow? I'm gonna put him in the okay tier anyway. I think he has, yeah, because he's still great in Punisher's Crypt, so yeah. For me, Nickel is decent in some speed teams as well as some very niche / weird areas of the game. So I'm going to put him in the okay tier. For me personally, I'm still using him in my Punisher's Crypt speed team, but you probably could replace him with something else. I'm not too sure about that for right now, but definitely a good unit. So we could put him in the highly recommended or okay tier. I'm going to leave him down here just for now. Vampire Lord replaced him in Punisher's Crypt. He can't replace him in Punisher's Crypt because of the way the mechanics work. So in Punisher's Crypt, you need... Oh, well, if you're Julie one-shots, it can. So in Punisher's Crypt, the current speed team is Julie sweeps, but if you don't one-shot, then he has an AoE. And a guaranteed AoE. His passive, his AoE is 100% activated if they're below a certain rate. That's why, like, if you want, like, it's all down to whether you one-shot or not, right? Next up, we have Zinc. Zinc is really good. You could put him in the 100% column because he is so bloody good for the other artifact dungeon at SF10. But you could also put him in highly recommended. If I had one, I would probably still 2A it on a new account. But I could understand maybe if you're a later on in the game, probably putting it in highly recommended / okay. But for me, I am definitely going to put it in the 100% category just for now because of his overall usage, and he's just got a really strong kit. Man, I think Silver's trash. What about you guys? He's a heal blocking defense damage dealer. I just don't think he's that good. All right, next. Last one in the family we have is Silver. In my opinion, he's a niche toy / no. I personally wouldn't build him, so I'm going to put him in the no category. Let's move on to one of our favorite families, the Frankensteins. First off, we have Tractor. Tractor is still just an absolute menace in Siege, 4-star towers. Pretty much anything where you have a PvE element where you need to just tank something. Absolutely fantastic. Probably never going to change either, so I'm putting him up in the 100% category. Same with Bulldozer. Copper, Dozer, Amesity is still part of the holy trio that's been around for whoever knows how long. Absolutely fantastic for Siege. And honestly, still got some other uses in other places in the game. Obviously not amazing in those spots, but definitely amazing in Siege. Crawler is okay, if you want to get the highest damage in the game... Wait, this isn't Crawler. What's his name? Is it Crawler? It is Crawler. So if you want to post on Reddit with the highest damage in the game, you're going to go and you're going to put this guy in highly recommended because he does the most damage in the game. He has a passive where he stacks up damage based off of hits. So you just sit there and get hit like 1,000,000 times, and then you hit another unit for like 1,000,000,000 zillion damage. So you can use that for your screenshots. Otherwise, he's a no. Okay, it doesn't really serve a function outside of that. But hey, if you want that screenshot, feel free to build him. The next two units are more of something that I would recommend based on the pool of units you have. So, for example, Driller and Crane, they're both units that are very, very good with specific LDs. So, for example, if you have a Laura or maybe a Wedgeat or any other defense buffing unit, you could definitely still build these two units. They're pretty good. Would I build them on my account? Probably not. There's a potential for Crane to go up into the okay category. Honestly, there's a potential for both of them to go up into the okay category. But in my honest opinion, I'm not going to build them. So I'm going to put them down into niche toy. You would have to decide for yourselves if you want them on your account. Okay, House. What's her name? Cha-Cha? Cha-Cha, right? Cha-Cha. Howl time. So, Howls and Friends. First one we have is Cha-Cha. Now, Cha-Cha could be put into the okay category. If you're a Siege player, I know that in the past, Cha-Cha has been quite meta for a lot of Siege, honestly, defense as well as offenses. But I'm probably going to put her down into the niche toy. I do think that she's fallen off quite a bit. I personally wouldn't even build one if I had a new account today, but I could see people building her. It's just something that I don't think is very usable as much as before, so I would just ignore her. Shushu. Okay, Shushu. The next one we have is Shushu. Shushu's in a weird spot. You could definitely put her in niche toy, but you could also put her in no. I'm going to put her in no because one of the other Howls, which is Lulu, we'll do her next actually, it does her job, but better, and everyone's going to build her anyway, so let's move on to Lulu. Lulu is still 100%, one of the godly trio as well. She can be run with Tractor, Lulu, and Wind. Guys, what the fuck is that name? I'm going to have to do Lulu again. What's the Wind pumpkin called? My brain. Wind pumpkin. Fuck. Windy. This is one of the easiest names to remember. Holy shit. Alright, so moving on to the devil of, honestly, 2019 RTA, as well as many other contents in this game. Lulu. Love-hate relationship with this unit. Otherwise, she either procs every turn or resists everything. She's essentially your Riley before Riley existed. She is still fantastic, always going to be usable in Siege, and most people use her in high-level Siege still, so definitely putting her in the 100% category. I'm going to have to do that again because I didn't turn off notifications. Fuck. Or I just cut it and just say that last part. What's up, Yoshi? Thank you, by the way, for the double tap on that. For me, what's her name again? Fuck. I'm blanking. Lulu. For me, Lulu is as good as Eshir, so she's going to go up here at the front of the tier list. So in my honest opinion, these two are 100,000 million% build. Definitely go and build these two units when you have the time for your account. Okay. Chi-Chi, in my opinion, is a no. Once again, just a very generic healer with nothing insane. Last unit here. Okay, so this unit is kind of interesting for Siege players. For most other people in the game, the Fire Howl, which is called Lala, is honestly kind of not going to be used for much. However, if you are someone that does get interested in Siege, you could definitely use her in the niche toy category. But in my honest opinion, she's probably a no. But if you want to, put her up here as well. What was that defense? I think some of you might remember. It was like Lulu Charmy X. I can't remember what the X was. Lulu Charmy Kinky? Was it Lulu Charmy Kinky? I can't even remember what the other unit was. That meta team. It wasn't even that good though, in all honest opinions. Alright, let's move on to the Grim Reapers. Everyone's going to hate the Grim Reapers. Grim Reapers, except for Sath, are all in the no tier, by the way, guys. Just putting it out there. Alright. Because they serve their function without being 2A'd. And they're not really meta. The only one that you could potentially argue for is Thrain, because Thrain can be probably used in 4-star Special League, but low base speed kind of kills it. You're better off just using the Mystic Witch, in my opinion. At least we're almost done, guys. Alright. Moving on to the Grim Reapers. The first one we have is Hiva. Hiva is just a generic damage dealer. Unfortunately, when you are a generic damage dealer, it's very, very hard to justify using you unless you are either something that can one-shot, or you just have damage dealt by either HP or damage dealt by debuffs on the enemy. Hiva, unfortunately, not really anything insane in his kit, so I'm going to put him down in the no category. Same with Prom. Once again, Prom does do a decent amount of damage, but you can get away with not building him, and that's why I'm going to put him down in the bottom category. Now, funnily enough, for Hemos and Thrain, the reason I'm putting them down in the no category is you probably don't need to 2A either of these for their job or purpose in the game. both of them are more of like this dotting slash CCing unit that is used in TOA Hell, especially when you're early on in the game. You don't need to 2A them to get that functionality. It doesn't really do anything. However, if you did want to use Thrain in PvP, in some areas, you could definitely put him up into the niche toy category, so you could decide. But in my honest opinion, I would probably just leave him down in the no category. You can make your own decisions on that one. The last Grim Reaper is Sath. Sath is going to go into the OK tier. It's funny. He used to be up here in the 100% category. He probably could still be in the highly recommended category due to the fact that his passive is still just very, very good for speeding up, dot clearing teams. But I would still build one. But his usability is definitely a lot less than what it was back in the past. So I'm going to put him in the OK tier. So I'm going to put... I could just cut that in all honesty. Right. It's up to you guys, but I'm going to leave Sath in the OK tier. He definitely does have a bit more versatility than the other Grim Reapers, but in my... What did I say? Final thoughts on Sath. I'm definitely going to probably put him in the OK tier. It's really up to you if you guys want to move him up higher, as his passive is still very unique and he does do his job very well. I would still build him on a new account. It's just I wouldn't really prioritize him as much as we used to before. I think that's good enough. All right, next one. We've only got one line left, guys. We're almost done. Darian. Darian is highly recommended / 100%. It's honestly up to you guys. I personally think he's still in the 100% category, but you can get away with not 2Aing him and leaving him in just his standard form, and that works as well. But he is just really, really useful, and his passive is still very, very good, so I'm actually probably going to put him in the 100% category just for me. Next one is Jubel. Jubel is highly recommended. He doesn't go into the 100% category purely because he's a PvP only unit for Siege. If you're never going to do Siege or you're not really interested in G3, then this doesn't you probably may not even ever build this on a account because that is literally his only real function. So I am going to leave him here, but it is up to you. He's definitely meta in Siege and he probably will always be meta as his kit's kind of nice. But I will put him down in the highly recommended tier just for now. Royd. Royd goes into the 100% tier in my opinion. His kit is just really, really good overall. Absolutely in the amazing still in for Siege, but he has that PvE usage as well. This is where I kind of differentiate. This is where I kind of separate him and Jubel because he can be used in other areas of the game, where Jubel is pretty much just a PvP only monster, and that kind of kills some of the functionality. What the fuck is this guy's name? Alan. Alan goes into the no tier, generic tank that is not better than the Warbears, so I probably would just build 1,000 Warbears or even Tractor 1,000 times over ever using this unit, so he definitely belongs down here. The next one on our list is the Fire Vagabond. The next one on our list is Fire Vagabond, which his name is Cayenne. He also is going down into the... He is also going down into the no. The next unit on our list is the Fire Vagabond. In my opinion, he also belongs down in the no tier. Generic tank with not really anything too insane. Definitely could potentially build him in Siege if you really desperately needed a fire tank, but you could probably get away with something else in most cases, so I would just probably not build him or only build him if you really, really wanted to, yeah, later on down in the line. Okay, we got the Mystic Witches, and then we go on to the Harpoos. And then we're done. Okay, we are almost done. Moving on to the Mystic Witches. Let's start off with Cilia. Now, Cilia is very close to being a 100% unit. The reason why I say this is if you use the combo of Megan and Cilia, you're essentially getting a budget version of Tiana Galleon. And if you don't pull Tiana for a very long time, then this is probably your only like free to play, very simple way to clear arena early on. There are other arena teams out there, but this is just one of the ways you could definitely get some points or rise up in the ranks during the early levels of your account. So I'm going to put her in the highly recommended tier. I still think she's pretty good. Her biggest problem is actually her AI. I did a lot of testing with this unit, and she's actually got a decently good kit for dungeons, but you know what? S1, let's just skill 1. Let's just hit them in the face 5 times. Yeah, slap, 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 slap. Yeah, what a great unit. Nah, she's really good. Just AI is atrocious. In my opinion, Megan goes into the no tier. The reason why I'm saying this is Megan does her job without being 2A'd, and 2A'ing her doesn't really give her any increased functionality or anything insane. If you really wanted to do it, you could 2A her. Like, if you've got nothing else to 2A, maybe you could 2A Megan. But in my opinion, she still goes down in the no category. Gina, or Gianna without the A. She's a interesting unit. I could see her being in highly recommended. I could see her being in okay. And I could also see her being in okay. Gianna without the A. She's honestly a really good unit, but I could see her being anywhere from highly recommended to niche toy. I've built one from my account, probably only used her maybe 20, 30 times. You definitely could use her, but there are better options than her out there. It's up to you guys, in all honesty. I'm going to put her in the okay tier just because her kit is still really nice, but you could see her in anywhere of these 3 tiers. Steel Fortress TOA. In my opinion, Ling Ling is better for Steel Fortress, and for TOA, Dark Grim Reaper is better. Because you don't have to 2A Thrain to get the job done, right? And Thrain, they're all farmable from secret dungeons now, so you could just get Thrain so easy. That's why I'm just going to put her there for now. Okay, 2 more. What's the fire one's called? Rebecca or something, right? Alright. Fire Mystic Witch Rebecca. She goes down in the no tier. Just a very, very weird kit, in all honesty. Potentially could be usable somewhere, but for now, just not really got any use or functionality in the game. And the last one we have is the Light Mystic Witch Linda. Now, Linda does do a lot of damage. Same with Prom. So Prom down here does a lot of damage, but this unit has a little bit more functionality than Prom. So I'm going to put her in the niche toy. However, I could definitely see her in the okay category, but I think this is more of a decision you will have to make for your own accounts. So let's leave her there. All right, last 5, guys. The last 5, and then I might even just end stream, in all honesty, because I'll chill on the baby account with you guys for a little bit, but there's not really much else I'm going to do tonight. If you have any questions, feel free to ask once we finish the recording. Moving on to the Harpoos, right? Last ones. I should probably check their kits real quick, because I actually don't know what they all do. .106 base speed, definitely usable. Disru has to go into highly recommended, I think. Because she'll be insane she'll still be pretty decent in Siege. Colleen, honestly, I think Colleen just goes in niche toy. Or okay, at best. The branding's pretty good, though. Like, she goes in okay because of the branding. I think because of the OK, I definitely have to put her in the branding. Yeah. Because on a beginner R5 team, it's actually pretty hard to get a branding. Now, she's going to use her S3 on the first cycle, but on the second cycle, she's most likely going to use her S2 anyway. So I do actually think that's a very easy way to get a brand early on. So I potentially would recommend at least a beginner to do it, but we'll see. So Cicero goes in highly recommend. Colleen goes in okay. The dark one goes in 100%. Man, I've seen so many people building the light one, but I just don't know if I would ever build it. Like, what do you guys think? I honestly wouldn't build the light one. I don't really see a point. Right? She's a 105 base speed unit, which is fine. But I just don't see a... Yeah, I just don't... Okay, Seal, we're going to put in niche toy because I'm going to build this one. I think Seal has a use in beginner GB10. What's it called? Abyssal Giants. If you don't want to build Sigmaris and skill up a Sigmaris, I think Seal replaces that. Okay, it's less damage, but it will replace that. Light one is niche toy. I honestly think the light one is no, but hey, I'll be nice. I'll be nice. Okay, finally, guys, we're on to the last family, the newly released Harpoos. Now, my opinion of these units could potentially change as they've just been released, but this is where I'm going to put them for now. Now, Cicero, I'm probably going to put her in highly recommended. I'm not going to put her in the 100% tier. Definitely has a great kit and honestly very usable. But outside of maybe Special League and maybe some Siege offense, I don't think she's like insane or anything. You could definitely build her. You could definitely use her. But at the same time, I could even not use her. You know, like she's just in that weird spot where she's definitely got a good kit, but you could also not build her and probably be perfectly fine. Okay, but good unit overall. Next one, we're going to do the Light Harpoo. The Light Harpoo, whose name is Sia. I personally think this is a no, but I've seen so many people building this that I'm going to leave it into niche toy. I'm going to maybe reevaluate my opinion of this unit, but for right now, I guess we'll just leave her here. Next one, Colleen. Now, Colleen, honestly, I was actually going to put Colleen in the no category because I didn't really feel like it was necessary to 2A her. However, the branding on S2 is actually really, really, really nice for beginner R5 teams, and honestly, even some of the later R5 teams as well. You just got to be careful about maybe some of the speed tuning and stuff like that. But at the same time, I personally think that I would 2A a Colleen on a new account, so I'm going to leave her in the OK column. Okay, last two. The winner of this the last two, Seren. This is definitely the winner of the Harpoos. I personally think this unit is fantastic. You're probably going to be using it in Necro. It definitely has functionality in, honestly, even normal RTA as well as Siege and some other contents. Anything with a team-up ability that, honestly, even... this thing is insane because it has a team-up ability with a pre-attack defense break. So it will go in and... Fuck, I need to explain that again. Like, this unit, in my opinion, is insane. It has a defense break leading into a team-up ability, which is just such an easy way to just nuke one unit. I think she's going to be fantastic for newer players to build into heavy turn 2 teams, as well as usable in Necro and lots of other PvE places, in all honesty. So, yeah, definitely should build her. And finally, the last one. This is the one I am currently building on my new account. This unit, who is called Seal, is probably a no. However, I'm going to explain my reasoning about why I'm building her and what potentially could be her use for people that are starting the game. She has a double AoE skill. And for people starting out in the game, a lot of people will build a Dragons team first and then slowly move on to Giants Abyss. I actually prefer going straight into Giants because Giants is the dungeon you're going to be farming like 70 to 80% of the time. The reason why she's actually pretty good there is her kit really does work well for clearing the first few waves, and she'll safely get you to the boss. The other reason why this also allows you to not build... Fuck, I need more water. This also means you don't have to fuse a Sigmaris and skill him up, so you can save some of your Devilmon. I am going to try testing out this unit, and I might reevaluate my opinion. Honestly, I could put her in the OK tier if I really wanted to, but I'm going to put her down in the niche toy. Alright, I just need to do my conclusion, but I'm going to get a drink of water, guys. Okay, finally done with the tier list. This is going to be all for this one, guys. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. As I said, just keep in mind that some of these units can move up or down a tier depending on how you feel about them. But I do think this is a pretty good, rough overall evaluation of where these units should be. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the new Harpoos, and get onto Seren. She's absolutely fun and amazing. You're going to love her. Peace out. Okay, we're done. All right, back to farming. And let's turn the music on. I need to make another video now about this. 3 days, triple S. Look at this, guys. 3 days. Day 3, triple S. Oh, 1A. Yeah, everything's triple S except for that 1A. Maybe I should have kept that flat attack one. Man, almost 6K? What the hell? I didn't do anything. Com2uS just gave us an absolutely broken ass event, and then they just gave us everything we needed early on. It's crazy. Man, I'm gonna have to do a lot of editing on that video. How long was that video? It's a 3 gigabyte file. It's a whole hour. Jesus Christ. But to be fair, I fucked up a lot. Hey, dude, I'm in your Discord, very new to the game and hard stuck with the whole game now. I don't know what monster to use. I'll drop a screenshot if your Discord broke through. Well, where are you in the game? That's the most important question. Where are you? Are you just starting? How long have you been playing? Can you farm? Wait, why are you in my Discord chat channel? You're in the voice channel. All right, let's have a look. Have you seen my guide? You got another Nat 5 on your ult? I am currently making a guide, dude. To be fair, you're probably where I am in the guide. You're probably past me in the guide, actually. Let's have a look. Let's see what you got. You have Spectra. You have double Verd. You have Ergar, Vera, double Vero. Okay, so you started the account and built a Veramos. Ooh, nice. You got a Zabala. Where's your Bayleaguer? Okay, you are actually up to my third video. I'm making a video today, and this is what you need to do on your account. Crap. I'll quickly show you. Maybe you can learn, maybe you can understand this real quickly. I need you to go into the Rift of Worlds section down here. Wait, what level are you? What level are you, Yoshi? What's your account level? $48. Okay. Have you cleared this yet? Have you got S in these three? Have you got S here yet? Or triple S? Because I'm on day 3 and you should have done this. Alright, so you need to go do this now. What you need to go in, what you need to do for right now. Yeah, okay. First thing you're going to do is go and get A. Very simple. To get A in all of these, you pretty much take something like this. Right? You take your Ergar, Fran. So for the fire one, you could, I don't know if you want to take a screenshot. Screenshot might help you right now. But you could take something, where's Lauren? Something like this. Or something like this. Right? And this will get you an A for this one. You're just trying, right now, you're trying to get the A for every single one to unlock. Have you got Rift Raid unlocked? Have you got Rift Raid unlocked? Because you can skip this Oh, you got the A? Okay, have you unlocked Rift Raid? Where's your Bayleaguer? Because you haven't got the Bayleaguer yet from the event. And you need that right to do the next step. You do have Bayleaguer? Wait, why wasn't it in your screenshot? Wait, let me have a look at Discord. I don't see Bayleaguer. Where's your Bayleaguer? Oh, you don't have that? Okay. So you need to go in here. Go to level 1. I'm going to make a party and just show you. You need to go into here. And you don't need to use Naomi. You could put this, okay? It doesn't matter what you use here, okay? Just go into here and put 6 really well-ruined monsters. For me, right now, I have my Vertiheel on triple fight, and I think the Lauren's on triple fight as well. And then this is on the standard Fatal Blade build that I was given to. This was given to me. It's not even skilled up. And this is on its build that was given to you as well. So I don't know if you've changed any runes around, but all of these monsters were runed on everything that was given to us. Except for the Riley, I changed it slightly to get more stats. But the original set that they give you for the Riley... Oh wait, do you have Riley? Let's see if you have the Riley, because you do kind of want the Riley as well. Okay. We need to go clear Necro. B10. Actually, my bad. Alright, so my guy, you need to do Necro B10 to get Riley. I will show you right now how to do it, okay? Deal? Then you need to go and do this. I will show you. It's not that hard, but you may not know how to do it, okay? Then, all you need to go in to do for this one is just join a party. Just say, go in here, level 1, and press battle. This will find you a party. Just wait for people to join. People will join you right now. This event is pretty big. There's a lot of new players. Go clear level 1. Go clear level 2 with the team I just showed you, or anything that has runes. Honestly, 1, 2, and 3, stuff just has to be runed. You will clear it, okay? Go clear 1, go clear 2, go clear 3, you'll get your Bailiger. That's just for this park, okay? Now for Necro, real quickly, to clear Necro, you need to use this team here, okay? You need to use Ergar lead, Lauren, Fran, Crow, and this. Now, you want to put Ergar and Lauren on Vio. I will do it for you right now, even though I don't really want to do it. Let's move their runes around. Lauren, rune, manage. Let's give this to Prilia for now. And Ergar, let's give his runes to, I don't know, Megan. She has runes. Colleen? Fire? Mav? Okay. So with these 2 units, you want to put them on Vio. They don't have... Nothing in this dungeon has to be fast, okay? Oh, wait. Did you clear... Have you cleared TOA 50 for Jean? Ah, Shaft. The only issue with that is this dungeon is a little bit difficult, so sometimes you can't just pay the 10 crystals and clear. It's possible you can. But there's a mechanic in this dungeon where like the boss gets a second life, and if you have to crystal, there's a potential that it already has that second life up, and then the crystals become wasted. I will show you anyway, but there is a possibility that that's a waste. You need to do TOA hard to 50 to get John. Okay, so go in here, go to hard. This is your team. Okay, this is on the Despair fight build. Tyron's given for you for free in the Summoner's Way. Go get it. I actually used the Summoner's Way skill ups on Tyron. I could have used the skill ups, but honestly, I think Tyron's fine to do it on. Technically, I think if I was really, really wanting to hardcore skip, like, the best unit probably to skill up early on is either Galleon, Lucian, or Julie, one of those 3, in my opinion. But I just wanted to do this unit because it just makes this a little bit easier. Lauren will be on the Swift build for this. Verd, okay, a lot of people build their Verd wrong. This is not the Verd build. The Verd build is going to be Vio, but you need to build him on speed, crit rate, HP. A lot of early players, for some reason, I don't know why they do it, they put him on like speed, crit rate, attack, or something like that, or attack, crit rate, attack. He's a tanky unit for TOA. When you do TOA hard, he's meant to be tanky. Okay? Make sure you have 100 crit, then he just has to be fast, and that's it. He doesn't even have to be fast. He could be like 60 speed, and that's fine. Veramos is on a tank build, Vio XX, right? And then Riley that you get from the Necro will be on the Vio build that she comes with, okay? But let's show you how to do the Necro real quick. Did I actually change everything? No, I didn't. So Ergar, let's do Ergar. So I won't use Riley's Vios. Oh wait, no, I will use Riley's Vios. I won't use Jean's Vios, correct? Wait, who did I get? How did I have 2 Vio sets? Wait, where's the event? Where's the event? I think I explained it in my second video. So yeah, I didn't have Riley. Veramos had Vio. I did have 2 sets of Vio though. I did have 2 sets of Vio when I do this. I just don't remember exactly what quality they were. They weren't very great. They just had to, but the thing is they didn't have to be good. They just had to proc. This was definitely one of the runes. This one was given to us. This was the Veramos rune. This was not the Veramos rune. I think this was the Veramos... No. I think this was the Veramos rune, right? And then Veramos had this rune, right? Then here... It was energy, wasn't it? Or something like that. I think it was like double energy rune. Whoops. Or was it double focus? I can't remember. It was something like this. Pretty sure it was like something like this, right? And then Urgar. He was also on a virus set. But he had a scuffed virus set. Like he had, yeah, like rare. He had like a really scuffed set from memory. Like this one or something. This one was given to us. I'm pretty sure he had this. And then here, I think I used the focus runes that we had. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I used the focus runes. Like something like this. And this was what my Urgar was. These are all the free runes, Yoshi. I have not done any dungeon farming yet. I have done 0 dungeon farming. The only crafts I have ever done as well, by the way, are fight runes. And I can prove it to you guys. If you look into my event here, every day I've collected fight sets here, and I've collected 2 fight sets here, and that's it. I've done no other rune farming. 0. Nothing here is not what we got for free. Okay, so you have these on your account. Okay. Now, if I go into Necro now, I think I have everything ruined. Whoops, we're not doing that one. Just make sure everything's ruined. Fran needs... Wait, how do I do this, guys? So how do I get the runes from Riley? Wait. Like this, and then... Fran. No, Fran was on Swift. Fran was on Swift because we didn't have a third Vire. That's right. So Fran goes on to the Swift set. I think this is the Swift set, right? She was like on Swift Focus or something like that. Yeah, she was on the Swift set. I can't remember what was the exact Swift set. I think it was, yeah, it was something like this. One of these runes is wrong, but this is what she was on, okay? Keep in mind they didn't have artifacts, but you can go farm the artifacts. When I cleared this, I didn't have artifacts on any of these units, okay? So pretty much this is everything. This is the free Fatal Blade set that we got, and this is the free Rage set that we had. So I haven't changed anything. Everything is free, okay? Now, I autoed until the boss stage. And I'll explain why you have to kind of manual the boss on this one. I'll show you. I'll show you guys anyway. So for the mid boss, you always just kill the boss. That's it. You just kill it, right? Ba-da-bum. Also, just so you guys know, if some of you are new to the channel and if you don't know who I am a G3 player. I am top 300 in the world. I also have a free-to-play account in the top 1,000. 100% free-to-play account. It is pretty decently old. Like I've had it for like 6 or 7 years, so it's not like it's a new account or anything. So just so you guys know that I'm not like, you know, I've been around for a long time. All right, let's stop here. So Fran, you can definitely heal on turn 1. I actually prefer to single target hit with her on turn 1 because I want to get the slow on the boss. Getting the slow on the boss is super important because right now we kind of need procs to get what we want. So with Urgar, we can definitely do this. I don't want to use his S2. Okay, well, we didn't proc anyway. I guess I'll just do S2. Okay, S1. S1. Okay, the other thing is, Lauren has 3 hits on S1, 2 hits on S2, so you always want to use her S1. Now here we can definitely use our S2 because we hit 3 times. If we land the slow, it's really good for us. Okay, we landed the slow and we even procced. And now I can use Scar. Okay. It doesn't matter what you want to use. I'm going to use the heal anyway, just for the hell of it. Okay, once again, You're not healing. You're wanting to get the most out of your 3 hits here. So 3 hit, 3 hit. And once again, now we can do this. And we can reapply the slow. We missed the slow. It is what it is. We missed the defense break. It is what it is. Yeah, I'm going to put up the immunity. And we're just going to hit now. Okay, so he takes out Crow. Now, depending on where you are, you can just kill the boss, right? You might potentially just go, hey, I'm going to kill the boss. But we haven't taken away the first life of this boss yet, so I'm going to kill Crow first. There's no reason not to. There's no reason to hit this guy now. We're just going to keep hitting the Crow. He doesn't need to do anything here. I'll just do this. Okay, so now I am going to heal the Crow. Because I just have to. Oh, we got a proc. We finally got our first proc. And that proc is what really sets us up for this clear now. We got the slow, which is really good. Defense break is better. Once again, we're going to S2. We didn't get the attack break. That's kind of unfortunate. The only problem here is that we don't want to kill him, but we're going to have to. Proc. Okay. Team up. Team up here is always going to be better, because right now we need to break the shield again. Do I want to go attack break, or do I want to go heal? I think I just want to heal here. There's no reason to attack break. We really need the slow. Okay, now that we landed the slow, I think we just win. Okay, yeah, we definitely win now. Okay, cleared. There you go. Done. Everything there was on the free-to-play, okay? If you don't have Vio runes, if you're missing like a Vio set, I'm pretty sure I got all the Vio runes for free. Yeah, but like this is a way he can do it straight away without building anything. All of these units are given to him for free, and all the runes were given to him for free at the start of the game. If that makes sense. And like, you only need to complete the set. You only need to complete the Vio set for both Lauren and Urgar. They don't need to be tanky or anything. They can be way squishier, way slower than this. They just need to be on Vio. Okay? And then once again, Fran was on this free Swiss set. Now, after you get your... Now you get your Riley, and I was talking about this before, go to do TOA, go into hard and clear up to 50. This will give you your Jean. You might... Dude, Yoshi, you might die. This might take you 4 attempts to get it. But you have everything on your account that I have. I have done 0 rune farming. Everything, unless you've sold the stuff, everything on my account is the same as on your account. Now, I also... One quick tip, though. If you feel that you're too squishy, quickly go into the Still Fortress or the Punisher's Crypt and farm like the level 1 or 2 stage, and just get artifacts to chuck on your monsters. This will help increase your damage as well as making them slightly tankier if you find that like a unit's too squishy, okay? Everyone can do this, okay? If you can't do this, you're missing something, or you sold your Vio set or something. I don't know. You sold something, or you didn't collect something. Check your events, okay? If you really wanted to, I haven't done it yet. I definitely didn't do it. But if you really wanted to, you do have the growth event. I don't know what you collected in your growth event. Where's the growth event? This is day 3. It's day 4 now. I think we passed reset, right? I think we're on day 4 now. I'm pretty sure we're on day 4. Where do I find profile? I think we're on day 4. Yeah, day 4 now. But what we've gone done is we're farming Rift of Worlds on day 3. And I will be making a video about that today. So we did, some of you have just popped in the channel anyway. Before this, we actually did a 2A tier list, and I'm going to upload that in like, I don't know, an hour. Tomorrow, after I wake up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload a day 3 review of what I did on day 3 on this account, which was, I only did one thing, which was farm Rift of Worlds. Okay? I already went and got Triple S, which is the highest rank, in 3 of these dungeons, and I have farmed 0 runes. Now, the key to getting Triple S on these is getting Baleaguer. Because he pretty much solos it. Without Baleaguer, you're only getting A. But once you get Baleaguer, he gets you the Triple S. You have a screenshot? I don't really need the screenshot because I recorded it, Yoshi. But I don't mind. Actually, yeah, if you put it in there, I can just save it in pinned comments or something. Actually, that's a pretty good idea. Thanks for that. Put it into what? Let's make a new images for beginners. I made a new, oh, you put it in chat? Okay, well. I'll just move it down here and then pin it. Pin. There we go. All right, done. Cheers for that. Fire? I'll show you real quick. I have to re-rune it though, because I just re-runed it for Necro. You have to keep... So guys, you have to keep moving your runes around. What did I pull? I actually got a decently okay team for... Well, like, decently okay units for RTA. So we'll see if we can get this account to Conqueror. But here, we got Wusa, Layla, Douglas, and Fen Yang. Like, that's not bad. Like, it's definitely workable. The Layla doesn't really have much of a use here without a, like, some other unit. Like, if I pull a Tomoe, she becomes really good. Or a Heigang, I guess. But that is pretty solid, yeah. Let's quickly show this guy my fire team. Fire team is about a 90% Triple S, and then the other 2 clears. So the problem with the fire team is you can't take... Oh, actually, maybe you can take Lauren. Let's actually see. How did I do this? So he was on triple fight, and he still is on triple fight. You were on the... This is the rune set they give you when you pull the Baleaguer. This is the rune set that you get from something, right? Now, who was it? Gnoblin. You need to go farm artifacts for Baleaguer and any other damage dealer you're using in this content. I personally think that if you had a Rayoke built, if you have a Rayoke 2A, I think Rayoke 2A here is the best unit. I found that using Riley here didn't work because you need the 2-turn immunity. I'm going to try this, but we'll see how this goes. So if you're on... We're going to have to change you, though. You're going to have to become triple fight. I'll just put this over here for now. I think it's Prilia who has the triple fight. Then we go to Lauren. Yeah, this should work. And this, I think I even had this on... Okay, this was on Vio. I'm pretty sure I had this on fight, but we'll quickly see if we actually... So that's why I went and got... So I've been getting fight every day from the daily runes, but I also collected 2 of the event fight sets. I don't think you should go and collect more than maybe 2 or 3, because he doesn't really need to be like tanky or anything. He just needs to be on double fight. I think he is on double fight, right? Yeah, we had I think I was using Mav's runes, or was it Verd's runes? Whichever one's tankier. This one's tankier. This one. Yeah, I think I was using Mav's runes for him. And then I had a speed rune here. Wait, was I using Verd? I wasn't using Verd, was I? Was I using... No, I was using Verd. But Verd's on the... Was Verd on the triple fight? I'm pretty sure he was. I think I'll just take Mav's runes for now. Yeah, let's just do this for now. I think that's what he roughly was on anyway. I was using Verd. Is Verd on triple fight? Okay, so Verd was on triple fight. He was on double fight XX. He wasn't on triple fight. She was on Vio Broken. And this was on triple fight. No, I had Crow here. I actually had Crow here. But I'm going to try Lauren for 1 run just to see if it works. Because the problem with this team was actually it didn't get enough damage. Because I needed... I couldn't get the defense break on the Groggy stage. But the problem was I kind of needed the Crow to team up sometimes with Lapis because the AI is so bad for some of these units. Yeah, go just farm some beginner artifacts. You can clear up to... Honestly, on left side, you should be able to clear up to 8 or 9, even 10. I think I cleared up to 10 with all the free units and free runes. For the Punisher's Crypt, the Punisher's Crypt is a little bit harder. I think I only cleared up to 8 on that one. But I pretty much only farmed it enough that until I got an artifact for all of my units, pretty much. But I did get some really good ones from my Baeliger. To be honest, getting good artifacts for the Baeliger, and what I mean good artifacts is crit damage lines, so crit damage artifact on left side, crit damage artifact on right side. The main stat doesn't matter too much. It can be defense, HP, or attack, but you want it to have a crit damage line. I'll show you what that means in a second, but we'll see if this clears or not. Because I do think the Crow was slightly better, but we'll find out in a second anyway. Dude, why is my game like kind of lagging? So here's one of the problems was my Fran needs to use immunity here. Right here, if your Fran doesn't use immunity, there's a potential that you could die. But my Fran did, so we're fine. And we cleared. This team actually cleared. I'm surprised. I don't know if this is better than the Crow team, but this will guarantee you get the damage for triple S. Oh, it's just off. It's just off. So artifacts would fix this. Crow also outputs more damage, but then you need to get the defense break with the Crow. I'll show you one run with Crow. Oh my god. It's a vamp one there. I'll show you one run with the Crow, because the Crow was just using the default Rage Blade. And I'll show you what I mean by artifacts. So this side, see how here? Oh no, this side has damage on wind. That's why I liked this one. It says damage on wind. And the wind one is the one I'm going to farm. But if you get a crit damage line on left side, this is good. On the right side, this one is really, really good because I have 2 crit damage lines and the main stat is attack. So this is a really good artifact for a beginner player. But anyway, let's see how the Crow does. The Crow definitely does more damage if you get defense break. That's how I got like the 5 million damage or whatever it was. Also, I'm not liking how this is lagging. Is it because I have too many programs open? Most likely. Oh wait, this game totally lagged out. I have way too many games open right now. Let's close this. Let's exit the game. So, okay, so we land a defense break with Crow. There's a potential that if Crow ever misses his defense break, you go through this whole groggy phase with no defense break, and you never get enough damage. So you end up, if you clear, you only get like an S. And that was the problem with this team, was like, I wasn't getting enough damage. But you could run this one as well. This one easily has the higher damage output, and it was slightly safer than the Lauren. Also, I need to restart this client. This client is fucked. It like keeps glitching out now, and I don't know why. But there is the only thing is there's still potential if Fran derps on the next line, then you can lose. Which she could, if she dies here, I think we get stunned here now, right? Yeah. So we could potentially lose here. We'll see how it goes. No, I think we're fine. Because I think Lapis still gets the move. Right? Jesus Christ. Okay, we might die. Let's see. Oh, we're still alive. That front line dying after means we should probably clear still. Yep. Whew. Close. But this one is like more of a... Oh, that was the best damage as well. This one's a little bit more... I do think this one's better. Yeah, I do think the Crow team is slightly better. Because the Fran is a little too derpy. But this isn't the one you're meant to be farming anyway. This is the one you're meant to be farming. This is like a 96% triple S clear. And what you do is you put this on the Vio set. You put this on you leave this on this set. You leave this on a triple fight set. And everything else is on the same sets, right? And this because you're going to be building the Wind Homunculus anyway. So you need to be farming the Wind one. So, yeah. I'm going to be making a video about this anyway, after I have a nap. I'm going to edit the 2A video and pop it on YouTube right now, but I'm going to be ending stream, guys. I've got a lot to do off stream. So that is going to be all for today. Do you guys have any other questions before I head off? Yeah, no worries, Yoshi. Also, keep in mind, if you haven't followed it, we do have the Summoners War YouTube channel here, and we are working on the guide. Okay. Why does your Dragons team suck? Because you're too good at the game. What do I think of your ult? Let me have a look. Absolute garbage. No LD Nat 5s. Wait, if that's your beginner account, is that a beginner account? Like, did you just start playing this account? Because that's a lot of Nat 5s for a beginner account. Oh, I see. Yeah, I was like, there's way too many NAF5s on that account. The biggest issue with making a guide series and doing it day by day is I just don't have enough time to really put everything into the guide, and I don't want the videos to be longer than, say, like 5 to 8 minutes because people won't watch it. And that's the biggest problem I'm having with the starting this YouTube account, is that I need it to be short enough that people will click on it and watch the whole thing, but it has to be long enough that it gives everyone enough information. Look at this. I only got Bailiger 5 hours ago, but we are on day 4 now. Day 4, we're going to build Homunculus and Seal. I don't recommend anyone building Seal just yet. Let me test it out first. If it does work out well, it could be a good beginner unit, but we'll see. Really comes down to how much damage it does. Honestly, all they would have to do is fix Sia. If they ever fixes Sia's AI, Cilia. If they ever fix Cilia's AI, then she would be an insane beginner unit for Giants B10. B12 or whatever it is. I also completed the event, but I haven't used anything in this one yet because I'm still deciding what I want. I don't know what I want here. For Necro, I already took all the runes off, but I'll show you real quick. Urgar needs to be on Vio. Vio XX. He needs to be slightly tanky. He doesn't need anything, just he needs to be... A little bit of accuracy is good, like 20, 25%. The cap is like... I think the cap's only 15, so anything above 15 is good for this dungeon. Or it might be higher than that. Maybe it's like 30%. I can't remember. He doesn't need to, it's kind of nice if he's, 40, 50 speed. I had him on Vio XX, okay? So ignore this. Just remember he was on Vio. Lauren was also on Vio. Okay? With Lauren, you are using her S1 on the boss stage every time. Do not use the S2, just use the S1, because it's a 3-hit skill. For Crow, if you need to do damage, you use his S3. If you need to break the shield, you use his S2. If you need a defense break, you use his S1. Okay? This unit, you're most likely... It doesn't matter what skill you use on her. Everything is a 3-hit or more, so she can use... Lapis can use any skill. It doesn't matter. Fran, you don't ever use your S2 unless a unit is really going to die, okay? If a unit is dying, you can use the S2. Otherwise, you pretty much only use the S3 when it's up, and then use the S1 every time. She was on Swift, okay? Fran was on Swift, Lauren is on Vio, and Urgar is on Vio. Okay? You can also watch my VOD. Yoshi, this is all recorded on YouTube, okay? This whole stream was recorded on my YouTube. You're more than welcome to go back and watch that segment that I did where I changed all the runes, I put them on the monsters, and we ran that dungeon. You can go watch that by yourself. You need to find it in the stream. Yes, we're still live streaming. Oh, Safwan. Sorry, Safwan. I don't know when you came to the channel. I don't know if he's still there. Sorry. Hey, Saf. I don't know if he's still there, but... Nah, he left. Oh, no, he's still there. Sorry, my God. Yeah, sorry. yeah, feel free to follow along with my guide, Saf1, if you do want to try the game. Just keep in mind, I will give you the positives and the negatives of this game. Game is good. It's a good game. Okay, if you like turn-based stuff, if you like monster collecting, it's the best mobile one out there. It's better than Epic 7 in terms of its overall game design and stuff. It's not as flashy, it doesn't look as good, but if you analyze the game in all of its aspects, this game is slightly better than Epic 7, and it's better than Fate Grand Order in my opinion. So if you do know or any of the other ones, this is probably the... Is there a bet? I don't think there's a better one on mobile. On mobile, there's definitely not a better one. On consoles, there are. PCs, there are. Anyway, outside of that, what is the big negative of this game? If you want to really play this game, it is a decent time commitment. However, the time commitment is mostly AFK. So it's something where you would set it up on your phone or on your PC, and you would leave it running in the background. You would come back to it every 5 or 10 minutes and just restart a run. Stuff like that. It's a game that you would play when you want to, but you pretty much want to be always on the game. That is a huge negative and turnoff for a lot of people, because obviously when you play a game, you want to play the game, right? I like grinding. So if you like RuneScape or any game where you have to just continuously grind, this is a great game for those kind of people who enjoy that style. If that is not your style, you are probably not going to enjoy this game. You can play it casually, but that's the overall take I'm going to give you. It is an effort game, okay? This game is all about time investment, and if you're willing to put it in. I guess the one other negative I can say about this game is if you get addicted to this game, it is... because of how much time consumption it is, if you're not good with your time management, this game might be one of the worst ones if you get addicted. If you have an addictive personality, or if you're not able to log off or put the game on the side, then it's could be rough for some people. But I think outside of those two negatives, I think in general it's a pretty good game. It's also the best PvP game. I can't think of a better PvP game. It's definitely not the best PvE game. PvE-wise, obviously, you're definitely better off playing something like Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, Wuthering Waves, and anything else in the gacha that is a more PvE-focused game. This game is by far the best PvP game. And honestly, this is probably a top 5, top 10 PvP game ever. I think I'm being very non-biased when I say that. The PvP in this game is very unique in the fact that there is just so much you can do. But it does get stale. Anyone who's played the game for, 8-10 years like I have, metas get stale. Units will make you feel annoyed at the game. But if I look back at the whole journey and everything over the time of this game, I'm being crazy if I don't say that this game is good. A lot of people will be like, you'll see a lot of people comment on this game, and you'll ask them, "Oh, how long did you play this game?" "Oh, 6 years." And then their comment about the game will be, "This game is ass. This game sucks. This game is terrible." And my honest question is, why did you play it for 6 fucking years? How can you play a game for 6 fucking years and say it's ass? It might be bad now. Their opinion could be okay, the game sucks now. But they're not being realistic with their evaluation or their review. You can't play a game for 6 years and be like, "Oh no, the game sucks." Oh, Safwan, you're probably never going to catch up. To be fair, Safwan, the game is in the best spot ever. If you're a free-to-play player, you will never be top 300 in the world, probably if you start now. But for example, if I started now, I could probably make a very competitive, strong account within 2 to 3 years. Free to play. Not pay to win, free to play. If I wanted to make an account as strong as my current one right now, you would probably have to spend anywhere between $2,000 to $5,000 US dollars and play for 2 to 3 years. I've spent way more than that on my account, but the game is in a better spot for newer players. It's still a decent amount of time. Like 2 to 3 years is not a short time. But even then, you would have to know exactly what you're doing. You would have to aim for it. Like, there's a lot of, like, when I say this, it's like, you would need the knowledge. You would need everything, right? For most people, it's going to take 3 to 5 years to get to where I could get in, like, 2 to 3. Unless you just, like, spend a lot of time and start learning the game, you know? Anyway, guys, I got a lot to do. I've got to edit that tier list video, and I've got to start doing some other things. I'm actually going to call the stream there. I do appreciate you all for stopping by. They said it's ass because they didn't get an L5 of that NAP5 they wanted, and they just have the biggest horseshoes ever not spending. Yeah, like in most cases, if someone plays a game and their review of a game is like a 1-star or the game is bad, in most cases they're not. And if the game is popular, they are the worst people ever to ever listen to, because they're not being realistic with any kind of review, and they're not being, and it's usually something like that. They're not spending in the game. They believe it's pay to win. This game is not pay to win, by the way. In the scale of pay to win games, this is on the lower end. Okay, you guys. The amount of money people have spent, obviously in the top 300 of this game, is a shit ton. But the majority of the players do not aim to be there. I'm going to be honest. If you're not going out and you're spending from day one, you are not aiming to be in that top 300. Now, outside of that top 300, you could be a very low spender or even no spender. Like, there's so many free-to-plays in the 300 to 1K to 3K category. Like, I know so many, okay? I even have an account in that category. Yeah, in most cases. Now, there's the caveat to all these gacha games. Light, dark units are definitely stronger, but drafting and just game knowledge will always trump that. At the same time, light darks are kind of like that a crutch, or like a nappy for, I don't know what to call it. Like, if something goes bad or if something goes wrong due to RNG, light dark units tend to carry people over the line, where the elemental units, unless some elemental units are insanely strong, even stronger than the LDs, but in general, those LD units are what give people like a maybe 1% or 2% more win rate. That's how I look at it. Once you get good enough, that's what it is. It's not like, oh, I have the most insane LDs, I now have an 80% win rate. That's just not how it works. It just means over a whole season, you probably, instead of having like a 54% win rate, you could have anywhere between a 58 to 60. It really comes down to drafting at that point. There's people that have LDs that have a shit win rate as well. It's just, that's where it all comes into hand. Shaft? Yeah, no, it took me, I think I got my first Swift quad this year as well. Or was it last year? And I think that was 7 or 8 years as me. Same with you, but I've actually gotten 2 or 3 this year. I think I got 2 this year. And now I got 2 this year. Oh, 20, much faster than mine. I think mine, what is mine? My main account. Wait, where is my main account? It's on here. It's not going to appear on screen. What is my My fastest set right now is 232 speed. Let's see. Swift runes, I have 1 quad on slot 5. Swift. Yeah, I've only got 1 quad. Technically, is it 1 or 2? But this isn't my fastest set. This is my second fastest set. Wait, what's my fastest set got? Has it got 1? Oh, okay, no, I have 2. Alright, 2 quads. Yeah, but that's one of the reasons why this game is so good, right? When you get something insane in this game, it is actually like unique. It actually is insane. Like you get a 29 speed rune. How many other people even have that? You know, you get an LD. How many other people have that LD? You know, I still like that kind of aspect to this game. You get something insane. There's not many other people that have that. Where like games where like Epic 7, everyone has everything. I honestly, at first, my mindset around those kind of games was, oh, that's actually sounds great, you know? Everyone's got everything. But there's this weird draw to like having something that other people don't have. I don't know what it is. And I'm not a materialistic person. Like I don't care about buying cars. I don't spend my money on anything crazy. But there's something about it in this game. I don't know. I'm a terrible person. That's what it is. I'm a terrible person. Alright, that's good enough anyway for guys. I gotta get this video out. You've been logging. I've played Epic 7 for like 4 years, 5 years now. My first account I played for 2.5 years and then quit. And then at the start of last year, well, no, and then I played again on that account like a year or two later for like a year, and then I quit again. Then I started a new account like two years ago because I realized I could start a new account and get further than that account in literally like 2 months. Because I was like, and I was just more interested in starting a new account. And I pulled ML Landy. I pulled all these like really good ML units. But then Epic 7, okay. If anyone has played Epic 7, I'm going to tell you right now what they need to do to become a good game. Get rid of charms. Make everything one equipment upgrade. Get rid of unique units that you can only summon during specific times. If you cannot summon for everything right now in the current game, then it's a bad idea. They need to get rid of that system. It's not good for competitive reasons. It's a reason why a lot of people don't want to play it. If you could summon every unit right now, it doesn't have to be a special collab unit. Just do what Summoners War do. Make an Epic 7 version of that unit. Do that, okay? It's not hard. Get rid of the random RNG and speed when it comes to the RTA. There. 3 things, that's all they have to do, and that game is better than Summoners War. They are in a good spot right now in terms of meta, and I honestly think Epic 7, in terms of RTA, meta hasn't been terrible. There's been bad metas, there's been good metas, but overall in the life and longevity of the game, it's not bad, right? It's fine. Like, it's not like, I don't think it's ever been better than Summoners were RTA-wise, but if they don't fix it, my biggest qualm with that is charms. I'm sorry, having 6 different things, 6 different charms for each different equipment is stupid, and they should have changed that a long time ago. If anyone wants to spend, where should you? There's a crazy new event. Yeah, I honestly just stopped. I think I'm done with Epic 7 forever now. The only way I'm ever going back is if they do those things. Get rid of speed, RNG in RTA, and the charm thing. I think the charm thing is stupid. It was one of the biggest issues. They actually fixed... I'm so disappointed because Epic 7 have fixed so much of the quality of life that I hated and the reason why I quit that game. But the most important thing, which is the RTA side, they still haven't touched. Meta units is fine, but like the biggest issue with why you don't want to play that game, they haven't changed. Hey, Muller, let's quickly go over the best things to buy. First thing to always buy is this here. This is the best pack in the game. All of these are the best right here. If you can only afford Daily Pack 1, perfectly fine. This is the best pack in the game. Daily Pack 1 here for $5 is the best pack in the game. I buy the Daily Pack set for $43. They changed that too. That was really weird when they did that. But yeah, thank God they changed that. I buy the Daily Pack set. I think this is the best value for money in terms of everything in the game right now. The next, and then if you're a new summoner, or if you're a continued summoner, there's a daily check-in pack for $5 as well. This pack here is really good value for a new player. The longer you play, I do think that this pack becomes less and less useful. But for example, I don't buy this pack now. There's a pack here that isn't appearing on my account, but I don't buy this pack now. But I do buy the $40 one here, the set. After this, the next best one is the TOA pack. This one right here. I stopped buying this one about 4 months ago. I'm at a point in Summoners War where it's like I have to either buy every pack or just pretty much only buy the daily pack. Because the value of this in terms of money to what you actually get out of it is high, but the line is exponential and it goes down. Obviously at the start, these kind of packs are insane. The more you get, the less these packs get. So I've gotten to the point where I don't think this is that amazing. But if I was going to spend more on the game, I would buy this pack second. Okay, so the first pack I would buy is the daily pack, the check-in pack, and then the TOA clear pack. And that's like $100, right? And that's your hobby, right? That's where like the hobby spending gets. Whale territory, are you a whale? Because like there's no point going into any of the other packs unless you're a whale. Would you say that new players should do a decent summon just to get a few units but then save everything for a year? No, you should just save everything until the next units come out. Everyone should always summon on the SP up buttons. Because they always come with the event where they release a +1 mystical scroll. There's no point really waiting around outside of those times. Pretty much new units released, summon all your scrolls to get the bonuses from the mystics, and then just keep moving on. Okay, so if you're not a whale, then I don't have to go over any of the other packs. The other packs, there are some good packs here, but they're not better than any of the other ones I showed you. There is a world now that you save your LD scrolls. So this year they started doing select, like a selecting LD rate up. So there is a world where you could save your LD scrolls for like those events if they come back in the future. I don't really know if it's really worth it. That's something you guys would have to decide for yourselves. Yeah, I already went over the TOA. So pretty much in order, I'll say it just real quick one more time. In order, Daily Pack 1, 2, 3 is the best. So 1, 2, 3, and then the set. These are the best. Next one is the check-in, and then the next one is the TOA. After that, it becomes whale territory. And those packs are definitely worse than everything we've already said, but some of them can be okay. I definitely have to go now, guys. It was a decently long stream. Well, not by my standards. It was only like 3 hours. But because I need to do a lot of editing over the next 2 weeks, my streams are only going to be about 1 to 2 hours long while I do a lot of editing off stream. It is how it is. But anyway, thanks all for stopping by. Is there anyone to host, actually? Let's have a quick look. My voice is also cocked. I was hoping to... I bought a humidifier for my voice, and it freaking broke. To keep my throat like nice and wet. So disappointed. because my room gets super dry. I don't need to host ACOG. I think we're just going to call it there for today. Oh, Barbo just started streaming too. Yeah, I'm going to call it there for guys. Peace out. I'll catch you guys next time.